Hello. It's Narrative Tarot. I'm here with deck purchases and book haul. Yeah, there we go. I'm sorry, deck and book haul. I don't know why I blinked out. Comment, like, subscribe to the channel. I do monthly planet readings, so if you're interested in your planet, interested in a planet specifically, you can check it out. I don't do zodiac readings. I'm not really interested in love readings either, so that might be incorporated in sometime in the future, but that's not what they are specifically. I feel like I gotta say that to like make it really specific. And then I do other readings. Ooh, what was that? It was like a piece of lint or something. And you can check out my blog, The Red. It's linked in the description box, or you can go to the About section and see the little globe piece up in the corner where the banner is. And the Instagram's there as well, so you can check that out. So, yeah. The Red is more of a womb-centered space, so I have some articles about Mars in Cancer, full moon in Scorpio, and then some other like journal entries about life and my perspectives and things like that from a womb kind of space. And that'll be more of that. So yeah, so in the deck and book haul, hopefully I can put these together because I don't feel like doing like separate videos. Let's go to the decks first. The first one is the Gaia Oracle. Now this one, I didn't read the fucking description. To me, I feel like this is a fake deck. And the reason why is because the cards are the size of my palm. And see, they're the size of my palms when really they're the size of my full like hand, if not bigger. So if you see this on eBay, don't buy it. Like I don't know if I want to make a separate video about like buying shit on eBay, but like I've gotten burnt like a few times on there, and it's with decks. It's not with books, it's with decks. Because I feel like people go there for decks and they're cheap and stuff like that. Just go to the maker's website, support the actual maker and stuff like that. Another reason I would say stay away from this unless you're really sure of what you're getting. Now, I didn't read the description, so that kind of fucked me up. But like, just make sure that you read the description of the size, what it comes with and stuff like that. Because the Gaia Oracle actually is supposed to come with a guidebook. It comes in like a bigger box and things like that. But whatever, I got this deck. Whatever. So I was just really drawn to it because for the red, I wanted more of a space, a wooden center space. And I kind of felt like softer cards, and particularly Oracle cards, are like something more interesting. For that, for healing work, I kind of find like healing work when it comes to somatics is more Oracle, and then the healing when it comes to psychology is more like tarot, and more advice is like Lenormand. Not that tarot or Oracle can't give advice, but I feel like if you're working somatically, then Oracle might be the way to go. And so there's a lot of decks that speak to that. So this deck, I haven't really explored it too much. I will say I enjoy the imagery. There are a few cards that are out of like the, you know, when there's a certain way that an artist does something, like their style, and it changes. Like it changes for a few cards, and I'm just like, why are you doing this? Like you got cards like this, and like this, like this, like this. And then you get cards that look, where is it? Where's one? That are like this. And I'm like, this doesn't really fit. Like, you know? I mean, these kind of fit, but they feel more Photoshopped. So I'm like, eh. And then it was another one. I was like, huh? Like, I was like, yeah. But I enjoyed it. I enjoy the imagery. I just haven't worked with it that much, but I probably will be using this more on the red. So if you want to figure that out. If you want to look at that, then go ahead. Like I said, you can go to the description box. I'll probably be linking it in there, and then you can go to the banner on the About page and see it. The next is the Gilded Tarot. I've been seeing this for years since I've been watching tarot, and I don't know, I really like it. I really enjoy the imagery. I know it's not quite the same because, you know, they reproduce and do different editions and stuff like that. So I do feel like I got the art that was really, really like digitized, even though this is like a really digital deck, but like digitized. So this deck, I got it, and I feel like if you work with archangels, or you believe in archangels and you happen to work with them, then you might actually like this deck. I feel like there's something very strong and Sagittarius-ness about it, Sagittarian about it, Centaur about it, then like go for it, you know? But that's that. The next one is the Good Tarot. This is another one I've wanted for a while. Most of these are something that I've eyed for either a few years or a few months. So I don't just go out and grab them as soon as they come out. This is kind of interesting to me. It's Colette and Reed, right? Yeah, Colette and Reed. I'm not like a huge fan of Colette and Reed, and there's no issue that I have with her. It's just, I'm just not, you know. Like, I think I have a few decks of hers, but I'm not like, oh my god. You know. But this deck is pretty cool. I need to get another book for my tarot journal. Did I get 2 books? I think I did. So, to start my tarot journal. So, when I get decks, I haven't done it in a while. But what I would do is I would write the name of the deck, write the planets I thought it corresponded with, and then write just key phrases and words that I thought corresponded. I found that this one was good for Reiki work, but like also pathfinding and sacred geometry. Like if you were to pathfind and you wanted to unlock something, this is so weird because this is stuff that I do, but you could implant like a sacred geometric symbol and it would unlock certain facets of this, of a singular image. I feel like one image is enough. Singular image that will provide or illuminate something within the image to help your psychology or help whatever it is that you need to work on at that time. So that's how that is. So the Good Tarot. And I got most of these at Barnes & Noble because after eBay I was like, I'm not fucking with this. The next one is the Goddess Love Oracle. Now this one I kind of feel like I may sell it. It's like I thought I would like it. This is what it looks like. Now this one also had images that I was just like they were okay, and then they would have images that were quite outside of the imagery. So you have like this, yeah, like this, and then you would have imagery like this. Like that doesn't really fit with what we were doing. Like, you see, not to me. And then like images like this, like it's like a different art style almost. It was like a certain art style, and then it was like they ran out of art and they put in different kind of art, but it didn't really correspond the way. Like, where's the other one that was like really like, what in the hell? I like this one. This kind of is what drew me to this deck. I wouldn't have minded if they had images more like that. Because there's a certain face that these characters have, and they're pretty similar. And I don't know where it is. But like one like this doesn't fit. It was quite a few. If I can find it, let me see. I spent all my time. Oh, this one. It doesn't fit artistically with the rest, but you know, I'll see. And you know, when I got it, I was like, okay, you know, am I going to use it for myself? Am I going to use it for the womb? Like the womb space on the red. And I don't know where to put this. I thought I knew where to put it. I don't know where to put it. So we'll see. It might end up on the red. It may end up sold. Just saying. So there's that. It may also because I'm not like a nature, like it feels like more like witch based, and I'm not really that, even though it's more general. And Goddess Love Oracle, I don't think they mentioned any goddesses though. It may be in the book. I mean, Lakshmi is on here, but like they don't really, I mean, it seems like some of them are mentioned, and I read it a few, but it doesn't seem consistent. Yeah. It speaks of goddess quite abstractly, and then it'll mention specific ones, and it depends on which one you pick, it seems like. Yeah. So it's not that I don't like it, it's just I don't know if I should really be working with it. Next we have the Lunar Nomad Oracle. And so it comes with a book and a deck. Now this deck is really interesting. You would kind of like this then if you were interested in Lenormand. So if you're interested in Lenormand, I would say check this out because it kind of has cards like Lenormand. So it has the whip, it has the man or something like that, the ring. So you got the ring, got moon, you got star, you got the bear, the bouquet, the anchor. Again, like it's like these decks, it's like they had a style and then they step out of the style. Like it's this, you know, you go with cards like this, cards that are kind of like this, and like I don't know if my like, and then cards like this is way out of style. I like it overall. I like the Lenormand-esque kind of things. You get 2 man and 2 women cards, and some of them don't, you know, like the rider. We don't have like the rider, cards like that. I think the cross is in here. The coffin's in here too. But you get cards like Pathways, which is a beautiful card, but again, out of the style a little bit. So if you are into Lenormand, you'll probably like this deck. And this is what I'm going to be using for the red, particularly for the minces. Like I have no other way to say it, for that reading, because I feel like it fits the kind of flow, no pun intended, that I'm trying to go with. Okay. And everyone clicked off. Everyone is clicked off now. So there's that. Then we have the Archaeo personal archetype cards. Now I have another archetype deck, the Carolyn Mice archetype cards. This one is a different, you know, just a little different. I was just trying to figure out, you know, kind of where to place them. I was just drawn to it. So this is what they look like. Now I enjoy this deck. I think it's really interesting. I haven't quite placed it, but I enjoy it. I enjoy looking at it. It might be helpful for me when you just gotta do a little bit of introspection kind of work. So I don't know if it's gonna be a personal thing or what, but it comes like this. There's a book with it. So you get it, talks about it a little bit for about a page or two. And then in the back, there's like some other stuff. Tales. So each one has a little tale that comes with it. T-A-L-E, like story. And you have, yeah, a little bit of that. So, and I think that some of the archetypes are really cool. Like, they don't really overlap with the Carolyn Miss. Because there's like fatalist. What is it? Star climber. Like, these don't really, siren, which kind of would be femme fatale, shadow diver. Like, some of these, you know, really steer away from that archetype deck. And there's dozens of archetype decks I know that are out there, but I wanted this one. So there's that. Next is Spellcasters Tarot. And so I have been eyeing this for a while. So there's like another one. Is it the Wild Unknown? No, not the Wild Unknown. I'm sorry. It's another one where it's like fairies or something like that. It's not the Druid Craft. It's not the wood. What is it? Woodland. I forget what it is, but it's like fairies and it's earthy and stuff like that. I've wanted this for a while. It's a big ass book, yo. So it does come with a book if you're looking for it. So if you're looking out on eBay for it and it doesn't come looking like this, you know, unless they specify that the book is missing, then just buy it online from like Amazon or like Barnes and Noble or whatever retail online shop that sells decks, because I think eBay is getting overrun with scams, just like Tarot Land on YouTube. But that's partly because people are scamming themselves with the type of readings that they're watching, and they're unwilling to deal with that. Anyway, so this is what it looks like. If you want my thoughts on that, let me know. But this is what it looks like. Nice. I was just really intrigued by it. Some of the cards I was intrigued by. I can find them. Oh gosh. 3 of Swords. I don't know if I bought this like last month or what. Anyway. Yeah. Devil. I think I did. My bad, guys. This is a review. Yeah. Page of Cups, like this asshole, and everybody's looking like, why? I need water. And yeah, I just find that it's really interesting. It's a really interesting deck. It's a Pluto deck for me, so if you watch Pluto tarot readings, then you'll definitely see this because I put it as a Plutonian deck. Last, Darkwood Tarot, which is a lunar deck for me. I enjoy this. I'm not a book reader, so I haven't read the book, and I don't know if I really am going to read it. Mainly because there's just so many books I should read, and I just can't. I can't deal with it. I'm in school. Alright, but this is what it looks like. If you like animated kind of styles, it almost looks like, is this not TV show, but is this like well, it could be like a TV show or a book or something like that, because that's what it gives me. Maybe if I read the book they gave me, I would know, right? But yeah, so it reminds me of that, like Disney-ish kind of style, or if you watch the Disney show, they have a deck now, things like that. So I just enjoy it. I think it's something darker. It's dark. it's dark, but it's more along the lines of villainy, as opposed to the Deviant Moon, which is actually kind of cheeky and likes to see life topsy-turvy. It's kind of darker, so I enjoy it. All right, let's just keep going. That's decks. Let's get into books. Oh, first one, Astrological Textbook. Let me preface this by saying I just went, not ham, but like I bought, it's not that many books, it's like 6 books, but like I have like 100 on my like eBay like playlist. Now books, that's something you can go to eBay for, because like you'll find books there's like $5 0 shipping, girl, guy, whoever. So if you want to find books, that's great. If you want to find and sometimes it's just better to like buy it like in a bookstore, because sometimes it's just like it's like still $3. It's even more when you add shipping. Sometimes people put enormous shipping costs on there. So there's that. But eBay for books. So I was just interested in astrology and trying to find stuff and whatever. So I bought a few books. So this is Astrological Textbook by Leo Daniel. So this is him, this is the guy, if you want to read it. But it's like some basic information about the different houses, the different signs, the different planets. Now, for me, this came off like, because I started reading it, but it came off kind of unorganized, like, and I think this system, because I just saw something that indicated that this probably isn't so centered in Western astrology, is that it'll give, it gives names like Shani and Danusa. And yeah, I feel like if you're into Eastern, you probably will like this. But yeah, if you want to get basic information on it, it seems fine. But it seems kind of unorganized to me, because it doesn't start with sun signs. I think it starts with like moon signs. I'm like, what? Like, I don't. I'm just like, where's it doesn't seem as organized. It just seems like when you made the document, you just put it together in the order that you thought it, and not the order that maybe people would get introduced to something. Like astrology, generally people know about their sun sign and then they kind of go from there. But whatever, man. Do your thing. Next, we got the Principles of Astrology, Charles E.O. Carter, a quest book. So there's that. I haven't cracked this open to read. I knew there was another book. Okay. I just thought of it. So this one has information. Now this is an older book. I mean, this shit's like yellow. So it's like yellow. 5th and revised edition, 1963. 3rd quest book printing, 1977. So there's that. Another astrology book, The Practical Astrologer, David Christie Mary. Now this one I opened up and I looked at, and it was more about like, it's a basic book, but then they put like, you know those books that give you like star sign information, and they put like famous celebrities and different kind of, like it's more of that. There's a little bit of history of transits and stuff like that. As far as how long it takes to circle around, they do have some things talking about more historical things. But when I opened this up, I was like, what the f***? It's like, what? What? The Practical Astrologer by Nicholas Campion. And I got these like for cheap. These were like $5 or $6. Yeah, so like this one is definitely, I haven't opened these shits. I'm sorry, guys. But this one is more technical. It deals with calculating different things, placements. So this would be a good one if you were learning more aspects, houses, stuff like that. Medical astrology covers different topics. So overall, I'm not disappointed in the books that I got. It's just me going through them, which is so funny because it's like now I'm like, I don't know if I want to do astrology anymore. Which is like so like, it's like I know I want to do it, but there's certain aspects of it like I want to do astrology, but then I want to pull in astronomy when it comes to like the orbit and the orbit figure or orbit shape that it makes and stuff like that when a planet revolves around the sun. Hold on, let's see. All right, cool. This is another book that I got, Astrology for Lovers, Liz Green. I'm a sucker for love astrology. I admit it. I love it. My Venus is in Taurus. It's opposed Pluto. Pluto in Scorpio, retrograde. But yeah. Like there's something about like, you know, most people get into it for this and I'm just a sucker for it. But yeah. So if you're interested in your sign and as far as love goes, then this is for you. And it does do your sign, like I'm guessing they're assuming your sun sign, and then it goes into like elementals. It looks like there's a little information on like air, fire, water, stuff like that. Yeah, so it has like the element of air, and then it goes to the signs, element of water and stuff like that. So, and this was like $5 total. The book was like $3, and shipping was like $2. I'm like, damn. So I jumped on that shit. Anyway, the last two are 10 Days to Self-Esteem, David D. Burns, MD, and 10 Exciting Steps You Will Learn How to Defeat Depression, Develop Self-Esteem, Discover the Secrets of Joy in Daily Living. My life is not that dismal that like I picked this up. You know, I was just interested in it because like I don't want to be a psychologist, but I do want to like learn about stuff. Oh, they gave me a HelloFresh card. I forgot about that. Yeah, somebody gave me a HelloFresh card in the book. See, sometimes you get blessed. So yeah. So there's that. And then the last one, because the womb space for the red, taking charge of your fertility. So this is not an all-inclusive kind of book, unless you really want to read it, depending, you know, no matter who you are. But this is more specific to people, you know, with the womb space. So this book is basically about your body, kind of learning more about your body, cycle tracking, things like that. Things that if you are transitioning maybe to holistic alternative health with regards to your womb space, you'd be interested in, or something like that. And because I'm interested in that and I want to bring that more to the red, I decided to pick this up. And I also have my own personal journey with PCOS. So I wanted to get it to learn first and foremost for myself, but then to learn to help others eventually. And I already have ideas of meditations and stuff outside of having that book anyway. But I'm very interested in womb space. I think that a lot of people need to clear out their womb space. I don't care what gender, but like particularly people with wombs, with uterus, even if you had a uterus and it was removed or partially, that space is just really sacred to work in, and that space is really needed to heal and progress forward as a person generally. So, you know, if you have a space that's kind of muddied and muddled, then it kind of does wreak havoc, from your personal relationships to your career to your house to whatever it is. Like, that space is what you think you deserve, you know? So, yeah, that's it for that. So I hope you enjoyed this haul video. I'll be doing more videos later on. Yeah, so just look for videos being uploaded like Thursday through Sunday, generally because that's when I'm out of school. So Thursday through Sunday, I'll be doing videos. Tomorrow, we'll see if the book review gets done, but just look out Thursday through Sunday. So I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching. Bye.